What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. And it is a great day, ladies and gentlemen, because it is the day that Outer Banks Season 2 is released.
I am so excited, but I'm also like, I'm in that in-between where... this is how I felt with the first season, and I delayed it, and I didn't watch, but then I watched, but then I wanted to watch slow, but then I couldn't. It's like, I am going to be sad when I watch it all and it's already over. But of course I want to watch it all like quickly. But then I'm like, do I want to like try and savor it? Do I want to like try and spread it out a little bit?
So here's the thing. My original plan was to wake up.
Yeah.
As fast as possible on Friday,
right?
Start watching it, finish it straight through all day.
There's probably some people who are going to wake up at like 3
yes.
a.m., 4 a.m., right?
Does it not come out at midnight?
Normally Netflix doesn't work that way for East Coast. It's West Coast.
I retracted those plans, and I think I might wait it out. I think not fully. Like I think I'm just gonna,
but try
sit in the sun a little bit, maybe on Friday,
right?
And then later in the day on Friday, start it.
Yeah,
and then definitely finish it within the weekend.
Right.
But we are going to do our.
It's easier to stay up like all night Friday night and watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like enjoy the day Friday, and then between like 8 p.m. and like 4 a.m. just
also
watch it all Friday night.
The anticipation is like a great feeling, like all day if you're just in the sun and you're like, later I'm watching.
Yeah, like
and you're
later I'm
like,
going to take a shower.
Yeah.
You know, like a post-beach, post-pool shower, and then get on the couch with comfy clothes and just, oh my God, I can't wait. But we are going to do our full Outer Banks recap on Friday, August 6th.
Yes.
Because we understand that not everyone is psycho like we are, and not everyone is going to watch it within one thing, and people have shit to do. And so everyone has a full week to watch.
Exactly.
And then we will do the recap on Friday.
Yeah. I feel better giving that assignment than like, I don't want to be the teacher who's like, you got 2 days to get this done and you got to get, you know?
You're
like,
so right.
I'd rather be like, you know what, guys? Take the week. Settle in.
I love teachers like that.
Yeah,
teachers that let you know the homework that was going to do next Friday on the Friday before, because you're like, oh, I don't have to do it this weekend. I'll do it Thursday night at midnight or walking into class on Friday the next day.
Yep. So we're given the full week. It feels better that way for those that, you know, it's the weekend. People have stuff to do, or it is what it is. So for Monday, we'll definitely give some initial reactions depending on where we are, if we finished or not. However, to really dive in, spoilers, everything, we'll save it to Friday, August 6th, so that hopefully everybody in that week has watched it.
I'm trying to take a weekend off of partying and, just drinking my life away.
I'm actually excited to see what you sound like on Sunday, to see if it helps at all.
I'm excited as well, although
this is the thing, if you stay up all night to watch Outer Banks, it's not going to help.
I don't trust myself.
Like, even if you don't have a sip of alcohol all weekend long, staying up all night, it won't. You'll probably be screwed still.
I took the day off yesterday because I felt super shit. Like my cough, it feels better, and then all of a sudden it will come one day and feel worse.
Rhea gets in these coughing fits right now that like she has to excuse herself from the room. It's
and
that
go
bad.
Puke. Then but I feel completely fine. It's so weird. I just feel I don't feel sick at all. I feel completely fine. They just come out of nowhere. I'll go days without it, and then boom, one day I just like can't stop. So yesterday was one of those days.
Yeah.
And then at night I started drinking again. I don't know. The opportunity presented itself, and my brother and his friends were hanging out in my backyard, and they said, "You want a beer?" I said, "Yeah, I do. I do want a beer.
One beer isn't gonna
I want
kill
a beer,
ya.
and I want another one, and I want another one." And that's what happens.
Yeah.
And then I'm texting Fran. I'm like, "I'm going to take the weekend off." And she's like, "But what about Thursday?" And I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to the movies tonight.
You said you were going to take the weekend off, and I said, that's a great idea. And you said, except I'm going out Thursday.
Yes, and then
I was
today,
like, never mind.
Right. But then today you were like, tonight? And I was, no.
Yes.
I am going to go to the movies, and I'm going to have a very wholesome evening because that's what Maria needs to do.
The Chicks in the Office gang jumped back into the movies this week, all individually. Noah went to see, was it your first movie since when?
I might have gone to see one in my hometown like a couple months ago.
Okay.
But this felt like first time I was really back. Like I had the recliner seat.
Yep.
Pre-gamed with some edibles, and like it hit all perfectly.
I
it was
went
great.
Tuesday night for the first time since 2019, I think, like the end of 2019. I looked, because I remember looking at the movies that came out like January, February 2020, pre-pandemic. I was like, I don't think I went to see any of these. So the last one I think was before Christmas 2019. I went to go see Black Widow. Fantastic. You know me and my Marvel movies. I love them. And Joe laughed so hard at me because I, no joke, like in the concession line had some kind of like visceral reaction to being in line for the movie snacks, that I like did this dance that was like a gyrate kind of thing, and he looked at me and was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I was like, I'm getting movie nachos. I'm getting movie nachos, and he thinks it's so gross, and I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, you get not that.
Oh, he got a popcorn, I got movie nachos, cookie dough bites, and 2 large sodas.
You gyrated at your desk before you left the other day.
I was so excited. Like the guy handed me them, when he was like, would you like 2 cheeses or 1 cheese, 1 salsa? I was like, 1 cheese, 1 salsa, baby. Let's go.
My favorite thing about going to the movies with Fran is that she will not judge your snack choices because she's getting movie nachos and popcorn and chocolate and candy and soda.
I mean, you could go and get like the grossest candy there, and I'd be like, you know what, it's fine. I could
get corn dog bites, and you would say yes.
I would say get corn dog bites.
Do you not get popcorn?
It depends on how I'm feeling, but normally someone in the group I am with gets popcorn, so I can have a little taste. Like Joe got popcorn, so I did have some popcorn, but I also really wanted my movie nachos.
I'm a big popcorn snow caps Coke.
Do you put the snow caps
in the popcorn? Yes.
See, I put Junior Mints in the popcorn.
Yeah, that's fair. Any type of chocolate in the popcorn goes.
Yeah, that always plays. And you know what I think it comes from? I just love Tostitos.
Yes.
Like the movie nachos are just Tostitos with Tostitos salsa and Tostitos queso. Like that's all it is, and I like all of those things.
That's why when you say it's gross, it doesn't click with me that it would be gross.
If I went and bought a jar of Tostitos salsa and a bag of Tostitos chips, no one would be like, "Oh, that's so gross." It's like because it's at the movies.
Listen, you have me very excited to go tonight. I'm gonna go see Suicide Squad. Yeah, really just booked it on the spot.
To see that.
I was like, I just want to go to the movies because if I don't go to the movies, I'm gonna end up doing something else.
Yeah.
And I need to get my voice back eventually.
Yeah. And it's the first time going. It was our first time going to the theater that's near our apartment. So it's like, this is our local theater. We were very happy with the experience. You're trying to very close.
Make it like a relationship with the people who work there.
Oh, yeah.
Recliner seat?
Recliner seat. Heated.
Have to.
Heated.
What?
Recliner seat.
What?
Is that a
heated
thing?
And it had a tray.
Are you joking?
It had a tray so you could put your food on the tray.
Heated fucking seat?
Heated recliner. Heated. And they have a bar.
Oh my God.
Full bar.
It's an AMC.
AMC. Full bar.
That's unbelievable.
That's way better than the one near my apartment.
And
option for cooling?
No, but when do you ever need cooling? It's always so cold in the movie theater, you know?
No, a sweatshirt with heated. Oh my God, I'm salivating at the mouth.
It was luxury.
That's luxurious.
Eating my movie nachos.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. So it's a good week.
It felt good.
It's a good week.
It was. We're getting, and I'm excited because I feel like now it just felt like for a while there weren't really any good movies coming out. Just, of course, people were pushing movies back and dates back, and there's still so many movies that they push back that haven't come out yet. And I feel like we're starting to get some good movies again.
Last night, like all the trailers, there were like 10 trailers. Usually I'm like, oh, like just play the movie, but everyone was good.
Everyone looked good. I know.
Just watching trailers, I'm like, it
felt good. I'm telling you, it just felt good. Wait until you sit in your seat, Maria. You are gonna be so happy,
high as shit.
Yeah.
Walking into this movie. You know what? I'm not even gonna I'm gonna drive responsibly to the movies.
Smart.
And then I'm going to get out of the car and just smoke the joint standing next to my car, like it's the fucking like I'm in Greece. Not cigarettes though, joints.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna walk into that place once again, high as shit, and enjoy the fuck out of that movie. I'm excited. Let's get into the topics for today because we got some good ones that we're passionate about today. Let me emphasize that.
Yeah.
Chrishell Stause is dating Jason Oppenheim from the Oppenheim group, Selling Sunset. If you guys know the show, then you know who we're talking about. And this shit is juicy, and I don't even know.
Blew up the internet.
Blew up the internet yesterday. Kanye West is currently living in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Paris Hilton is not pregnant, despite rumors. Rihanna and A$AP have been spending a lot of time in studio. And a story about Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher came out where I'm not so sure they shower or if they bathe their kids. So let's get into it. Starting off with Chrishell. You guys know since Outer Banks Season 2 is coming out, we have all new Outer Banks merch. We got sweatshirts, long sleeves, t-shirts galore. You guys are going to want to shop for that Outer Banks merch. And if you're like, oh, we can't afford this right now, Rhea, come on, you're killing us. We want too many things. I have something for you. Sezzle is a buy now, pay later solution that allows you to get what you want today while paying for it over time in 4 interest-free payments over 6 weeks. Sezzle is now available at the Barstool Sports store and more than 34,000 stores in the USA and Canada. So if you want to buy something at the Barstool Sports store, like the Outer Banks merch, but you can't afford it all in one shot, don't worry, because you could pay it with 4 payments over time, and it makes it easier for everyone. There are no hidden fees and no credit check if you pay on time, with 0 impact to your credit score. Like I said, Sezzle is easy to use, and it's offering instant approval decisions with no long forms to fill out. So go to Barstool Sports store and shop now and pay later with Sezzle. Once again, go to store.barstoolsports.com. Buy now and pay later with Sezzle. Okay, guys. Okay, Fran. This one knocked my socks right off of my feet.
So
you tell the story.
We'll frame it. First of all, like we said, you weren't feeling great yesterday. So Wednesday, this news dropped, and I texted you and was like, "Wow." You were like, "What?" I was just said, Chrishell dating Jason, Selling Sunset. And you were like, oh my God, I think you let it sit for like a half hour.
I was distracted.
Yeah. You let it sit for like a half hour where you gave yourself time to think about it. And I was doing some cleaning in my apartment, and you FaceTimed me, and you were just like, I am absolutely floored. Cannot believe this. Cannot believe it. I couldn't believe it either. Chrishell so coyly placed these pictures of her and Jason at the end of a slideshow on Instagram of all this. Their trip to Italy looks amazing. They're all in a group. And the last 2 pictures are the 2 of them on a boat. And he's like, one of them, he's nuzzled into her neck. And everyone, first it was like, oh my God, is this what we think it is? All you needed to do was look at the comments, and it confirmed everything. Everybody commented. All the cast members being like, so excited, can't wait. Jason's brother, Brent?
I think it's Brent.
I forget.
No,
he was
Brett.
Like, I'm so happy that you're making my brother happy. Roman was like, now everyone can stop with the Jason and Mary stuff. Mary was like, I'd nothing better than seeing my 2 friends like come together. It's a whole damn thing. I'm making sure we're getting the Oppenheim's names correctly. Jason and Brett. I think it's Brett.
So
right?
My initial reaction to this whole thing. Brett.
Yeah, Brett.
My initial reaction to this whole thing was that I was utterly disgusted, appalled, shocked, all of the above. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to backtrack on those thoughts because I don't want to feel like a bitch. And
that was your initial
that was my initial reaction.
I
had a visceral reaction to it, and I don't want people to bully me into changing my opinion on something and being like, no, love is love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
If they like each other, they like each other. And trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they could very much like each other and like have a very strong connection, and if that's the case, good for them. Please carry on. But the initial reaction, I'm gonna go off of that, was just what the fuck? Like, out of all the people in the world, Chrishell decides, I'm gonna date my boss. Who is 5'4", that does not matter. I just want to describe him. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't. I want that pointed out. It does not matter that he is 5'4".
Can we just take out the height thing, because I understand that, but like,
no, I'm not even talking about the height thing.
As if I'm gonna swear to God,
I'm talking about it. The 5'4" thing does not bother me.
The show, as a viewer of the show, both of us, I never really liked them, like, personality-wise.
That's what it is to me. I was going to lead into that.
They feel like...
They feel scummy and dirty and skeevy to me.
We just never really got to know them in, like, a good way. They don't seem like they have a sense of humor. Like, they're never laughing. They're always so serious.
Fran, that is why I'm appalled.
Yeah.
I understand, like, people think that we're just talking about physically, and once again, it does not matter what you physically look like on the outside, even if you are a 5'4" man.
Personality-wise, they seem so different.
Personality-wise, they're just the Oppenheims are dry.
Yeah.
The Oppenheims are not working with much. Besides, I guess they're big swinging dicks all over LA, or not even all over LA, all over their office.
Yep.
They're just swinging their dicks all over their office. I mean, I just feel like, okay, maybe because they are working together so much that from there naturally they're just going to create a connection. Friendship leads into romance. You're working together a lot. They're probably spending a lot of time working together on Selling Sunset, and also working together in general, that they're probably not seeing many other people outside of work, and therefore they just end up hooking up, which once again, I get that part of it. It's more so, like you said, that their personalities are not great on the show. Like, they don't woo us. If they were these guys that had awesome personalities, as well as, you know, having this great company and being great realtors over LA, we'd be like, fuck yeah, Chrishell. That man's
There's
funny.
nothing but short kings in Hollywood.
Nothing but short kings, and we respect them.
Yep.
When they got personalities.
Yeah. And we also have to keep in mind that this could all be very showmancy, you know? Like, this feels almost so curated for the next few seasons. Like, I think maybe, you know, let's just play a little devil's advocate here from the standpoint of Netflix and all of them. And they banked so many seasons so quickly, and everybody watched it so fast and loved it so fast. It's been a while since we've gotten a new season of Selling Sunset.
Yeah, it has.
So, like,
we got back to back though real quick.
No, I know. So the desire for it, I would say, I think has definitely gone down, of people being like super interested in what they're doing. Now this happens and everybody loses their shit. It's like, oh my God, well, we got to watch the next season, which I don't think they had that kind of energy before. Like, I would have watched the next season, but like, I wasn't dying to see what happened. This happens, and now I'm dying to see what happens. So, you know, keep that in mind, because I think they also may realize that.
As much as I was shocked and appalled, I couldn't be happier this is happening at the same time, because this season of Selling Sunset is going to be so hilarious to watch unfold. And then, like we said,
there's also been so many rumors about Selling Sunset like being so staged. Like, so staged.
It would not
like,
shock me at all.
Mary and remember it was like Mary's and Ramon's relationship, like they were married before the show even started or something. Like, it was I forget what it was exactly, but it was just that they do have a real relationship in real life, obviously. But so much of the drama and like, will he marry her? Like, will she marry him? All those things were just made up.
You know what I didn't get though, that people were freaking out about, was that Jason and Mary dated. Like, I don't think that's an issue
that at all.
I don't think that's an issue, because I think Mary has clearly moved on.
Yeah. And
I doubt Mary or Jason.
Anything is probably relief for Mary.
Mary's probably like, yes, Chrishell, go. I mean, clearly.
Ramon clearly had some feelings about it, you know?
Yeah, but clearly people see something in Jason that we're not seeing.
Yeah. He could be totally different in real life. We're just going off what we see in the show.
What we're given. And you can't blame us for going off what we're given. We can't give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
No.
We can't say, oh, everyone must be different.
No, and I'm trying to think of who was it? Oh, Dylan did talk about them one time with us. I forget, because they had been in some event together and said that they were great. But I was just like, we don't know that.
Yeah, I saw them commenting.
Ourselves, and you know?
Yes, we would have to meet the short kings ourselves.
Yeah, we would. And Chrishell just seems like so great, full of life, just hoping for the best for her and her next stage. Listen, you know, like coming off the divorce with Justin Hartley and everything, and the dating rumors and Dancing with the Stars and all these things.
I'm not gonna knock Chrishell for this move.
No.
You do you.
Yep. It's just, it happened and it was a giant question mark flashing in front of our eyes.
Still is, but we can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we did not get Kanye's album, but turns out
still haven't gotten it.
Turns out he is living in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We saw a picture of the room he is staying in. It looks like a college dorm or a New York City apartment. Everyone's comparing it to those two things. Yep. And apparently he's not leaving until he finishes that album.
I gotta say that this is one of the funnier things that Kanye has ever done. Like, there's been so many absurd things, and I think we are so used to it attached to Kanye that we brush it off. Like, it was like, these pictures come out and we're like, aha, funny, Kanye living in the stadium. But like, when you sit down and think about this, it's so absurd. The picture, I stared at this picture, not of his room, but of him at a Atlanta FC a soccer game.
In his full mask.
That he's in the full red Yeezy Gap outfit, the pantyhose on top of his head, and there's a picture of him just standing in the aisle, and these two people are like fans in the stands, and they're looking at him like, Kanye West, like their faces are floored. It's just insane. And he on his own Instagram is like posting. It's just like posting from the game. Like, it's where he lives. Like, imagine waking up in the morning and you're like, ooh, what am I going to do today? I'm going to work on the album. Oh, and then I got to take 5 steps because this game is happening. Like, it's like you're going to go check out the game.
It's
like professional sports happening in your backyard.
I mean, this whole thing is just so, it couldn't be anybody but Kanye or like Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Like I could see Shia LaBeouf just living in a stadium
but Shia
somewhere.
LaBeouf would be like, he would be playing the role of like custodian at a stadium, so he decides to live there.
Yes.
Yeah,
there are just certain people that I could see doing this, and those two just come to mind. This is just so classic Kanye that you can't even be like, oh my God, what is this guy doing? You're like, okay, no, this makes sense why Kanye is doing this. Now, there are rumors, and we did talk about this many of times. I said that I wanted Drake and Kanye to release their albums on the same day, and that is looking more and more likely.
It's been fueling more and more, where I do think behind the scenes they're just waiting to see who releases first.
Release it on the same day.
Like, they don't know. It's like Kanye didn't put his out. It's not done yet. And Drake hasn't put his out yet, but I feel like Drake isn't putting his out because he's like, well, we don't know when Kanye is going to drop it. So like, I think Drake is like waiting now for Kanye, because Kanye is such a loose cannon. When is it going to happen?
Here's the thing.
Either,
that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a stalemate for months.
It's like an Anchorman when all the news stations come down ready to battle. These two, if they want to settle their beef, if they want to settle it, they have to release. They have to grow up, fucking let those balls hang loose to the ground, drag them on the ground, both of them, and release the album at the same exact time. Midnight, both of them press release, and we see who does the numbers.
Drake is going to win no matter what. Like, there's no way that, like, just streams-wise, like, he's not getting beat.
100%.
He'll have every song
I think it's not a contest because, just numbers-wise, because I think whatever Drake puts out plays more mainstream than whatever Kanye puts out.
Oh, you know? Definitely.
So like, numbers-wise, it's hard to beat because Drake hit whatever he puts out will like be on the radio and shit like that, and Kanye's stuff isn't necessarily like on Z100.
But I don't even want to do radio numbers or anything like that. Strictly streams within the first hour. Which one is it?
Drake.
It's going to be Drake. I know it's going to be Drake, but I just want them to do it.
From a casual fan who like does not really give a shit about either one, if I was given the choice, like, it's midnight, both albums come out, what am I listening to first?
I'm listening to Drake.
I'm listening to Drake too.
Yeah.
I'll get to Kanye eventually, but I'm definitely listening.
I'll listen to Kanye, but I would do Drake first.
He just,
no one bigger than Drake.
As many bangers as Kanye has, obviously, Drake just consistently puts out good songs.
And Drake, you could argue, like, is still like in his prime.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Kanye is like, I don't know.
Drake has just been consistent with it for years. He hasn't really stopped. Kanye is just very touch and go.
Yeah.
Drake, you know what you're getting with Drake. Either way, they're, like you said, they're playing a game of chicken. Mm-hmm. They're playing cat and mouse here. They don't know what to do. One of them, just make the fucking move. Yeah. Please. One of you just do it, because you are making your fans suffer now.
That turned into a direct look into the camera.
I know. I didn't mean that, but it happened.
You're making your fans suffer now. But yeah. Anyways, Kanye living in this stadium is just hilarious. And I'm just picturing him like in these giant locker rooms. He's like, the acoustics are amazing. And all these, like, he's, where is he recording? Like, did he set up a recording studio like in a locker room, in one of the locker rooms?
It doesn't look that like soundproof though. I wonder how it's going to come out.
That's what I'm saying. It's just so, bizarre, but like in such a funny way that he's just like, it's like, imagine you're going to a MLS game and you're just like, you're right, and Kanye's wandering around, and you ask someone like, oh my, you ask like the guy working behind customer service, whoever it is, hand out tickets, box office, hey, is that Kanye West? And he's like, oh yeah, he lives here. It's like,
yeah, imagine being a worker there. It's like
ignore
late
him.
at night, you're cleaning up, like, and you just see him like,
yeah, he's just like, we can't get rid of him. Guy lives here now.
Unreal.
We are approaching, the end of the month, and sometimes you got your payments due, rents due, credit cards due. And if you dread looking at your credit card statements, you are not alone. Debt can feel crippling, but Upstart can help you on your path to financial freedom. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score and is expanding access to affordable credit. Unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and current employment to find you a smarter rate for your loan. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. So find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/chicks. That's upstart.com/chicks. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. One more time, let's go to Upstart, upstart.com/chicks.
There was a quick moment the other day where people thought that Paris Hilton was pregnant, but turns out she is not.
I have really come to the opinion that media outlets need to be 100% sure about a pregnancy before posting something. Or maybe even don't post about a pregnancy until the woman who's pregnant says they're pregnant. Like, the way it works is it never pans out well, and it feels like an invasion of privacy. And yes, it's always an invasion of privacy when, Page 6 writes about your life and it's something that's personal.
Yeah,
but
we literally invade their privacy for a living.
For a living. All day long we're talking about their privacy. But for some, like, just pregnancy just feels different because there's so many medical reasons. Like, you don't know how far along someone is, how long is it, like,
anything can happen.
There could be so many like dangerous things attached to that. So of course, total storm. Paris Hilton's pregnant. All the sources told, I think it was Page 6 who was the first one to post about it. And then Paris went on her podcast, This Is Paris, because she was getting ready to promote like a full day of her new Netflix show, Cooking with Paris. Mm-hmm. And so she gets on her podcast and says that totally false, not true. She wrote, "It's incredible that I can just talk to you guys," as she said, this was on her podcast. "It's incredible that I can just talk to you guys and tell you all what's happening right away instead of the media always controlling the narrative and controlling my story as they have for many, many years. I'm just over it. I'm sick of people making things up." She also spoke to Variety and had said that, when she first started in the industry, she had no control over anything. These stories would come out, men she was dating, her sex life, all these things that she didn't really have any say over. But now she just feels like, she said, it's really important to tell the truth. People shouldn't just get away with making up stories. "I was just wearing a push-up bra for my new lingerie line. I thought it was making me look sexy, but I guess they thought I was pregnant." And she said, that's just, I don't know. I'm used to it, but I don't think it should happen. I think people should be more responsible with what they put out in the world. very understandable, because I also think that this could potentially be a sensitive subject for Paris, because she has been open. You know, we watched her documentary. She talked about wanting kids, but also being worried about like her age and things like that. So it's touchy.
Yeah, it is. Anytime pregnancy is brought up is a touchy subject. And I was actually shocked when it first said that she was pregnant. I was like, wait, I just didn't expect this from Paris Hilton. Yeah. Obviously, like you said, we saw in the documentary. So yeah, it does feel like an invasion of privacy, and it sucks. Then she has to go on and talk about it. But these are things that are going to happen. It sucks, but when it comes down to it, people are always just going to, like, if they hear one thing about a pregnancy, they're going to want to be the first people to get it out. Like when Kylie Jenner was pregnant, but nobody was ever going to know that until she popped that baby out. Yeah. But it was reported about constantly. Yeah. So
it just feels like there maybe are some further steps that can be taken before putting an article out like that, right? Like one source says it, well, maybe you need like 8 sources.
Right, like one source isn't going to cut it.
Before you think that like that has a legitimate, you know, any legitimate lead to it, any legitimate feel to it. So she put this whole, you know, she put the episode out. She talked about it on her podcast. And we're definitely all talking about Cooking with Paris. You know, everyone's like, oh, she's got a new Netflix show coming out. If you didn't know that, you know it now.
Oh, I'll be watching.
Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher have been making headlines this week. You know, we talked about them recently. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but we did on the group chat on Snapchat about like Mila not letting Ashton go to space. Very valid, but they joked about it and said Mila said maybe that was a little selfish of her. Team Mila on that one. You know, you got little kids. Don't need your husband going to space.
He's not going to space.
No. But they went on Armchair Expert Dax Shepard's pod, and they got into this conversation about like washing your body. The tale is old as time. We debate it here at Barstool all the time. Like when you're in the shower, do you start with body wash? Do you end with body wash? Do you wash your whole body? Do you wash your top half? Do you not wash your, like things like that, where it's like, how do you bathe? They got into this conversation, and Dax Shepard was arguing with his co-host Monica about how like you shouldn't be washing your body with soap every day. Like your skin has natural oils, that you shouldn't be like just ripping your skin of its natural oils every day. And Mila and Ashton agreed. She said, I don't wash my body with soap every day, but I wash pits and tits and holes and soles. And for Ashton, he said, I wash my armpits and my crotch daily and nothing else ever. And he says, I got a bar of Lever 2000 that just delivers every time, nothing else. And Monica was like, I can't believe I'm in the minority here of like washing your whole body in the shower. Like didn't think that would happen. And then it continued where Mila had explained, like I didn't have hot water growing up as a kid. So like I didn't shower very much. So it's just, that's how she grew up and how she was raised. So that habit's continued with her kids. She's got, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. And she said that they don't wash them every day. They didn't wash when they were newborns, they didn't wash them every day. It's like when they're dirty, they wash them. If something smells, you wash them. But if not, then you just let it go.
I think kids need to shower more often than anybody else, right? Think about the amount of germs that kids are getting into.
So I do get that. And I think I'm falling in the camp of like, no, like I like agree kind of with the kids thing. I don't agree as much with Ashton and Mila. Like, I wash my whole body normally every day. And
what's your shower routine?
This is my shower routine. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash.
Okay.
And then if I have to shave, the shaving happens after shampoo and conditioner. And then it goes shave, body wash.
That's normal. I wash my body too much, I think. I get in, I wash my body, then I shampoo and conditioner, and then I wash my body again.
You probably have no natural oils?
I probably have zero. I do twice because when I get in, I feel gross. And I'm like, oh, I got to wash my body. But then after I shampoo and conditioner, the dirt from my hair is going all over my body. So I'm like, oh, I need to wash my body again. And usually if I'm shaving, it's while the conditioner's sitting in my hair because I sit with the conditioner in my hair for a few minutes. So that's when I do the shaving. Do not wash my face in the shower because it's not good for you to wash your face in the shower. You shouldn't be washing your face with hot water in the shower.
Interesting.
No.
I don't do it all the time, but on occasion.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Wait, you're saying hot water isn't good for your face?
You shouldn't.
Well, you're not supposed to wash your face with like really hot water.
Yeah, in the shower.
Why specifically in the shower?
I don't know. It's just something I read, and I now just follow that. Something about the pores and the oils and the you know, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
But as for Mila and Ashton,
no, that's what I was saying. This is my argument with the kids stuff.
Doesn't shock me.
Yeah, this is my argument with the kids stuff. Kids are dirty, and they're always going to be dirty. And they're running around, they're outside. You want them to be, you know, exploring and doing activities and things. So like, I understand if maybe you don't want to be washing them every single day because it's like you could spend an hour in the tub with these kids. 30 minutes later, they're back outside and dirty again. You know? So it's like when it's a necessity. When you're like, ooh, you got to shower. Okay, now it's time to bathe the kids.
I get it, but I
will not bathe my kids every day.
Oh, my kids are getting a bath or a shower before they get into bed every night.
I feel like you'll change your mind if you start having dirty.
Let me tell you something. Your kids will hate you.
If they have to shower before bed every night?
Yes.
Did you?
No.
What?
I hated.
I had to shower
a bath
as
before.
a kid, my whole family, we hated having to take baths. Hated it.
So your whole family's just dirty?
No, we were every other day.
I know what you're saying. Like people,
we did it every other day. It was like, oh, if I shower Tuesday, then like I shower Thursday.
I just have
as
always,
a kid, and that's changed as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
But when we were younger, it was every other day.
I don't know. I just have always really felt the need to be clean. Like there's something about being clean before getting into bed. Like I just have been that way my whole life. As long as I can remember, I was showering before I went into my bed.
I think I don't know if it's I don't know if it's changed, but like I babysat a lot. I had a lot of younger cousins. Like getting a child in the bathtub was the worst part of babysitting because no one wanted to do it.
You don't want to do it because it's annoying to have to like. It's not. It's just a hassle to get the kids to do it.
Yes, I'm saying because
not because you actually think they shouldn't be showering.
No, I mean if you want to bathe your kids every day, go ahead. I think the science behind it actually apparently says you're not supposed to. But like, who cares? It's like we're talking about cleaning yourself. Like I feel like unless you're really overdoing it, it can't be that harmful. Yeah. I have no science to back that up, but it just feels like that would be the way. I'm saying purely from like the pain in the ass of trying to like bathe 3 kids at one time every single night is very hard.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just gonna, see what happens in my life.
Yeah.
Because now you got me thinking about having to bathe my kids, and that doesn't seem fun at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so everybody on the internet like freaked out about this, but I'm like, they got 2 kids. They're pretty, it's not crazy that they're not bathing their kids every single day. Now, as adults,
the kids got to pick up better habits when they get older, though.
Yeah. Well, it changes. Like
You seem like you didn't bathe as a kid. The way she's defending it.
No. I'm every other day, which is not how it is now.
Not including if you get dirty for some reason.
Yeah, of course. Like if I'm rolling in the mud, sure, you put them in the bath.
Or it's like if you're like outside and you're like sweaty and then
sweaty.
You're like,
yeah. It's like on a need to clean basis. You work out, you shower.
In the summer, if you're walking outside, I would be like, I'm taking a shower every day. It's hot and I'm like sweaty and sticky.
You're in the pool
home from work and I'm sweating my ass off. I jump in the shower and rinse off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good to know that you're doing that now.
Yes, it is. But when you're younger,
showering. Yeah,
I do shower. Yes, I do shower. I don't love that Ashton Kutcher says he like washes his armpits and his crotch and nothing else ever.
I feel like that was just like I feel like he doesn't actually mean that.
Look,
like I'm sure he's getting all the sweet spots.
At the end of the day, that's really the important stuff.
Yeah.
They're washing. That's
where the smells
like Mila Kunis said, they're washing their holes and their pores. Like the
where the smells come from. Like Noah said.
Yeah. So it's like, is it that bad? Everybody freaked out, being like, they don't shower, they don't bathe.
Yeah, that just wasn't it though. It wasn't even like they don't.
Yeah.
It's not like they were like, oh, we never take showers.
Yeah.
It's like
Just
also, I feel like if you put shampoo
stuff
on your head, once it washes down, that has to clean your body a little bit, right? Like when it goes down your body?
I think that's a big time. I've heard a lot of men say that. And I just feel like the shampoo you're putting in your hair is cleaning your hair, so that like kind of gets dirty.
It has all the dirts and oils from your hair and going onto your body.
And you're like letting all the dirt and oil in the shampoo then pour down your body.
And then you get pimples on your back, and so you have to scrub your back with like a soap.
Yeah.
And that's what I do, just because I don't want to get pimples on my back.
Yeah. You ever find that it's very hard to reach the right places, though? I don't have anything. I don't have one of those brushes.
Yeah, I just kind of just throw it on there and just rub.
It's just tough.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyways.
I'm not a big back cleaner. Now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah.
You should get into that, because especially in the summer when you're sweating, the shirt on your back, the oils, pimples come.
I will say
you never know.
I will say that sometimes I'm a body
back.
wash on like the top half of my body only. Like sometimes I don't feel like reaching down and like rubbing my legs.
That's fair.
Because then I'm like, then that's after I shampoo, condition, and then body wash, and I feel like the soap from like my arms and my back and my stomach are like flowing down.
Well, that's
my
kind
body.
of the same sentiment Noah had.
Yeah, no, it
body
is.
wash would be different.
It is. I feel like body wash is different, but
I guess
I don't know. Sometimes it's just out of sheer laziness. You don't feel like bending over in the shower.
Yeah. On that note, everyone go take a shower.
I really feel like I want to take
dirty.
a shower now.
I feel so dirty right now. It's gross.
Can you believe it, guys? I can't. We're almost in August. It's the summer is just absolutely flying by. It is really just a sad fact. I don't like thinking about it, but Coors Light is here to help, because Coors Light is the official beer of slowing down summer. We're about to talk about, Rihanna, A AP Rocky. Let's throw the dream in with them. Like, we're picturing them in the studio together. They're slowing down summer. Maybe they got 2 cold Coors Lights in their hand, while, Coors Light in one, maybe something in the other. Coors Light is so crisp, so cold, mountain cold refreshment, made to chill, cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. It's literally the only beer out there that is made to chill. And here's the time. This is what I'm saying. We're moving too fast. Summer needs to slow down. Cannot believe that it's almost August. So during this month, August is coming up, make sure you're cracking open a Coors Light. It's a perfect way to sit back, relax, soak in those last few months where you got the great weather, the beach, whatever it is. Make sure you have a Coors Light with you. Coors Light is the official beer of slowing down summer, and we want to see your blue mountains all summer long. Because it's the beer that's made to chill, we want you to savor every second of summer. Get Coors Light summer packaging straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart, and always remember to celebrate responsibly. This is coming from the Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado. A AP Rocky and Rihanna were seen leaving the studio together. They were apparently there for 10 hours.
Ooh.
And we just continue to hope and pray and dream that they are actually working on music together individually. I don't care. If it's a song that's together, awesome. If it's Rihanna's album and ASAP's just there for support, great. If it's ASAP's album and Rihanna's there for support, I'm not as excited about that one, but I'm sure there are people who are.
I would be
excited,
more excited
like
for that one.
Yeah, of course. I would be more excited for Rihanna.
Obviously, I love Rihanna, and I want Rihanna's album so bad, but I typically love ASAP's music more, so I'd be more excited. But I understand that. I envision them doing exactly what I would want to do, and that is sit in the recording studio, smoke blunt after blunt, have sex, and just like record music.
Which is probably exactly what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, I envision them doing what I would enjoy doing. Like that sounds beautiful. Now my mind is going places that it shouldn't, because I'm thinking that the two of them are so in love and infatuated with each other and obsessed with each other that they now have this strong connection that they're creating a love album. Like they fucking love each other so much that they're gonna create an album together about how much they just love and love sex and love smoking blunts.
Fashion Killer Part 2.
Yeah, Fashion Killer Part 2 music video.
Yeah, that is a good. I don't think.
Although I don't think that's happening.
I know.
I think we will get a song, at least one song with the both of them on it.
Yeah.
But one of them's got to be working on an album. I don't know which one it is though. Both of them it could
maybe
be
they
either
both
one.
are, and like she got inspired by him working on his album. We're like, oh yeah, I'll make an album, and they're just in separate.
I think
rooms.
she's been working on hers for years now, and I think the
Yeah,
same
we
for
have-
ASAP.
Yes, we have no idea. The rumors years ago, literally years ago, was that Rihanna was working on a new album and that it was gonna be more like reggae inspired.
Who knows? It's been
See,
fun.
I
But that's
assume
been
that
so
she-
long ago
yeah.
that could have
I
completely
assume
changed.
she just was focused on everything else and wasn't making any music.
Well, she definitely was, but that was like I'm sure there has been some things recorded and some music
God,
made,
I
but you
fucking
just
love
never
the
know.
both of them. I can't even take it. When I see pictures of them together, I say the same thing every time we talk about these two. The feeling I get when I see the both of them, it's kind of like how people feel about when they see Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like people really feed off their energy
Yeah.
together. I feed off of A$AP Rocky and Rihanna.
Yeah.
I love them both so much, and I can't even imagine the sparks that fly between the two of them.
You
like
know-
that's what I feel. I just feel the sparks between them. I really do.
What the sparks are definitely there. You know what is also a very funny visual is like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky sitting on the couch together weeknight and watching Real Housewives of New York. Like
Yeah.
just
That's
like
what I thought of when I saw
like
that.
picturing Rocky being like, which one's that again? And like Rihanna being like, that's Ramona. Like this is all her problem. Like because she got like sort of involved this week, I would say. Like the episode, I haven't watched it yet, but there was a part where Ramona and Leah were going back and forth, and Ramona fucked up the name of Leah's clothing company, and Leah was like, I mean, I got like Rihanna wearing my shit, like I don't need this like from you, whatever. And like, and Rihanna on Instagram was like, what'd you say? Like at Ramona Singer. Like it's like Rihanna has no problem inserting herself in because you know she's watching. She loves the
She
show.
loves Bravo.
And she and Leah like do have a relationship now where like she does like watching her and things like that. So it's just like it's just hilarious that last night she posted what was said at Ramona Singer ? Hashtag RHO. And why? And she's in her bitch mob t-shirt, like she's in her Married to the Mob t-shirt, like she's posting like a literal video of the scene of her watching it. Like thinking about A$AP Rocky potentially being next to her watching this is unbelievable.
It's so good, and I feel like he would be into it. Like weirdly
yeah.
enough, I feel like he's into
like
it.
just super high. Like
yeah. He's like, what did this bitch say?
I know. I'm listening to the clip again to see if she was.
Imagine being one of them and it's like Rihanna's watching you on TV.
He's just like, I got Rihanna wearing my shit. It's hilarious. It's so good. Just probably the all-time best Bravo fan that just like Rihanna.
The best visual one can get.
Yeah, thinking about the two of them just on the couch,
Smoking a big backwoods blunt, watching Real Housewives of New York.
and of all like,
Let me be your child.
and of all
let
people
me hang out
too,
with you.
like Ramona, like it's just so funny.
Please let me just hang out, guys.
Oh man,
I won't bother you.
Yeah, like that would maybe be one of the best potential auction items that Bravo could ever come up with. Like if Rihanna agreed to it, of course, like for some kind of charity to be like win a night watching Real Housewives with Rihanna.
I, no joke, would walk into Dave's office.
You know how
and
much money
beg.
that would like.
I would beg him so hard.
Dave, I just need like a few $1 million
No, I
potentially.
swear to God, I'd be like, I'll pay you back one day.
pay you back.
I'll do something crazy content-wise that will pay for this.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Yeah.
Please just give me millions of dollars to win this. I would
Yep.
100% ask. I would have to. I wouldn't let that opportunity pass me by. You know what? I may fornicate with a sugar daddy to get that money to do that. That may be the
Right.
one and only time.
And I also like that you just said you would be willing to get a sugar daddy for something that I just completely made up. Like
Yeah,
doesn't
not a
ha-
real thing.
Like not a real thing. Like
Well-
could potentially never happen, but you would risk it all for that.
I would risk. I just for that. By the way, I don't want it. Don't come
Yeah.
at me offering me sugar daddy deals. I don't want them.
Yeah.
if though one day there is an auction to sit on the couch, smoke a blunt with Rihanna and ASAP and watch Real Housewives in New York, you guys will have to pay for me, and then you can lick my feet.
Perfect.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We hope everyone has a great weekend. Make sure you're watching Outer Banks Season 2. We can't wait to talk about it. And make sure you're shopping at store.barstoolsports.com and you're getting all that Outer Banks merch. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube and everywhere else you listen to this podcast. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week.